do with that in a bit. Okay, so I am going to pull out that same piece of tissue paper that I used a while ago. And I am going to take one of the Brambles and Berries stamp. Now, since this is a fresh stamp, I will sand it. It just helps the ink, since this is, it's not necessarily a slick surface, but if you just rough it up just a touch with a sanding block or a piece of sandpaper, the ink will stick to it better, so you can pick up more ink and get a crisper image. So I'm just going to take, this is a 100 grit, and I like to go in one direction and do a couple passes, and then I like to flip it over and go in the opposite direction and do a pass. And that's it. That's all you gotta do. Anyway, I'm gonna take the stamp, and I think I'm gonna take this one here in the middle. And I am going to ink it up. As usual, I will stamp it on my paper first. I call it kind of priming the stamp, just to make sure that I've got a good image. And then these are really sticky feeling, so your hands don't really slide over them. So what I usually do is take the stamp, put it onto the paper, put a piece of paper over top of it, and then I can actually rub around the entire stamp to get a good image. Just like that. And I am going to go ahead and cut this out. Just kind of a roundabout, just so it's not on this big sheet of paper. And that is ready to go when we are ready for it. I'm going to dry this off and make sure it's dry. And then I'm going to center that where I want it. Give me a guide of where I need to cut it out. Now remember, since this is a curved surface, you want to go from the middle and work your way out to make your circle to give you a more accurate image. Okay, now that I have that, I can cut that out. And then I need a little bit more . Now again, if you wanted to, you could take some colored pencils or watercolor and color that in. Alright, and then I'm going to cut a few little snippets around the edge, and that will help with that rounded edge and help keep you from getting some wrinkles. Okay, and a light mist. just so that the fibers can expand. And I'm using a satin finish because I don't have any more of my matte finish. I used it up the other day, so I need to order some more. But if even with the satin finish, it's not that glossy or shiny. But if you wanted to, you could do the entire thing, finish it in the satin or a matte clear coat, and then on the face of the brooch you could do a couple coats of a good gloss, which the Sweet Pickins gloss one is really good. Couple coats of that, and it will make the center section look like porcelain or china. It's so pretty, having the contrast between the two finishes. Okay, now that this is all dry, it's a little wet. Let's do okay, much better. So now we're going to start laying this out and kind of get a feel for where we want everything. And then this, I'm going to put somewhere up here. And then I wound up dropping this and so some pieces kind of broke off a little bit. But again, once we glue it, you're never even gonna notice. I think that looks good. Maybe move this all over just a touch. So it's a little more centered. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit of Eileen's Techie Glue. I must have hit it with my ring. I should take my my rings off. They always, especially this one, it always, if I hit it like paint or whatever, it always like leaves a thing. I will touch that up after a while. Anyway, so now that I have everything in place how I want it, I'm going to take a little bit of Techie Glue. Okay, everything's glued on, so I'm going to set this aside to dry, and then we will work on the next step. Okay, now that everything is dry, the glue and everything is dry, I'm going to wax everything. Now, I'll grab my clean rag, buff off any excess. Now I'm going to take a little bit of black wax, get it all in the corners and the creases, And the nooks and the crannies. We're getting into the little tiny areas. I use just a little artist brush. Okay, and then make sure you turn and look different directions. Make sure you got all the nooks and crannies. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and start rubbing off